Hello, welcome. My name is Obindako. Welcome. I want to share today with you success principles. Success principles. Most people, a lot of the times when we engage people, we see that the understanding of what it takes to be successful and the meaning of success, a lot of the times are predicated on things that are beyond their control. So when somebody is even successful and they are being interviewed in our culture, in our community, we tend to attribute almost everything to divinity, to the things that are beyond what we see, to God, to the supernatural. And when instead of people to really tell us the very things that they did to become successful, they just clad it with, it is just by the grace of God. It is not, I didn't deserve it. In as much as those things could be true, I think the ones that are within our control are the ones that we should let people know. And so today I want to talk with you or to you about success principles, just as I understand them. And I think that there are principles. If you want to build a house, there are principles. If you want to produce a car, there are principles. If you want to produce a drug, there are principles. The same thing if you want to achieve success. There are a lot of things that are within our control that if you focus on them, our achieving that success becomes almost absolute, and I am a firm believer in that. One of the things that you will see is that most people who achieve anything that they set out to do, whether it's financial success, whether it's marital success, whether it's business success, whether it's a career success, anything, maybe you want to develop a movie, you want to develop a product, whatever that we set ourselves to do, there are basic things that if you have to interview most people who have achieved any form of success in that, you'll see that those principles, they apply them. They may not have applied them in the same way, but one way or the other, they had those. And one of it is having the dream for what they want to achieve, having a goal, having a vision, being convinced that this is where I want to go. Most of them, they had that when they were on their journey. They may not be so much sure of it, but there was something that they set out to achieve. And that's why they were successful. So if you want to become successful, let's say in your business, there are things that you must tell yourself. There are goals that you must have. There is something that you must see in the future. And a lot of the times those things, when you look at your current circumstances, they may seem like you have no idea what you are even dreaming about, but it's still achievable. You just have to have some dreams, some goals, some plan that you have to have. The next one you see is that most people who become successful in whatever they do, for instance business, they are very persevering. They persevere, they fight, they go for their dream. They don't give excuses. They don't blame somebody else. They go for it. They fight. They are always challenging themselves, pushing themselves. When others are enjoying, in quote, life, when others are pursuing, when others are having fun and watching football, they are not doing that because they are persevering. There's something that they want to achieve. There's a dream that they want to get to. So you see that they're very persevering people. They're very persevering. The other thing you will see is that they're very disciplined in terms of the goals that they set for themselves. They don't play. If they have to get up in the morning, they have a routine. If they have to get up 6 o'clock to go and do that, they do that. If they have to break 9 o'clock, they do that. And you see that a lot of the times the success is just a product of the routine that they subjected themselves to. So they had a goal and they had the persevering spirit, and then they had a routine, which means that every day in the morning I want to read a book 30 minutes. They try to meet that every day. If they say that I want to save 20 cedis every week, they do that, because the success that you see in anything is that it's just a product of some level, some kind of routine that the individual has been following over a long period. So they have routine. And the other thing is that they're very hardworking. Very, very hardworking. They are not lazy. They're not lazy at all. They push themselves. So these terms are almost the same. They're persevering. They don't give excuses. They have a plan. They are hardworking. These things are very common with people who achieve anything. Yes, on the grand scheme, I understand. Some people may have some things working for them. Some people may always have something working for them. But at the individual level, if you want to achieve something, these basic things will eventually make you successful. And it really does not matter where you set out. It really does not matter where you started. It really does not matter which family you came from, even what education you had or you didn't have, whether you're male or female, short or tall, brown or yellow, black or whatever color. If you subject yourself to these things and you practice them, by all means, you'll be successful in what you do. You will not be the same. You will not retrogress. You will not stay at that level if you have these qualities. The other thing you will see is that they have the ability to network with other people, because whoever that comes to your life, a lot of the times the successes that you get or the troubles, the mistakes that you commit, a lot of the times they come from people that you connected with at a certain point in your life. The mistakes that you made, there is a classmate somewhere, there is a friend somewhere, there is somebody that somebody introduced you to. They have the ability to network with people. So whoever comes into your life, they bring something to you. They bring trouble or they bring good things. Whether you are even, sometimes you get to chance on a YouTube channel and your whole perception about life changes because of what you have connected with, what you have networked with. Sometimes you join a WhatsApp group and the things that you're hearing will shift your mind or destroy you. There are some people, sometimes the people that, just friends that, for instance, when you were in school, there were people that you connected with and maybe you passed the exam or you failed based on the people that you connected with, because connecting with the right people is so key to you succeeding. Any industry that you are in, there are people, there is a language there that they speak. The moment you go into that industry, you build a network. Everything that you do in this life, there is a network. So people who become successful, they go for that. The other thing is that they are always learning. They're always challenging themselves with a book, with a video, with a class. They never believe they know everything. The more that they learn, the more they know that there is so much that they have to learn. So they are always, they don't settle so much about what they have mastered. No, they are always looking for more. Because as a matter of fact, you cannot achieve anything in this life until you know something. And most people only speak. A lot of the times when you're talking to people, you see that this one is a classroom knowledge. It's knowledge from the first degree or secondary school or JSS or PhD or masters or MBA. Most people, when you're talking to them, you see that this one is a classroom knowledge. It's not something that they have really studied over time by themselves without writing an exam for it. And a lot of the times, the successes that we will achieve in this life, they come from the very things that we subject ourselves to study intentionally. And so, successful people, if you want to become successful in anything, you must subject yourself to constantly learning. The other thing that I will talk about is that they have very strong work ethics. If they say that they are coming, you can depend on them, you can depend on them. If they promise you that they will deliver, they will deliver. And if they fall short in between, they tell you. They keep you in line. They inform you. You are not the one to chase them for feedback, not at all. If they have to give you information, if they promise, they remember. They will follow you through. Successful people, anybody who succeeds in anything, mark those. I'm talking genuinely, not those who are doing all kind of things to give us results. Those who can always produce the results that they produce. They have very strong work ethics and they have very strong value system. They believe something. You can trust their word. If they say yes, it's yes. If they say no, it's no. If they fall through, they will come and explain and give you reasons and have a backup plan and correct something if they fail. These are people who become successful. So my name is Obinako. I'm talking to you about success principles. Most people want to do well, but sometimes when I look at our people, I see that what it takes to be successful is somewhere, and then what it takes to, and what we are being taught as to what it takes to be successful, sometimes you can see, and it does not even matter the level of education or exposure. You can see that these people want to become successful, but the things that they've been taught that they will need to become successful there are things that I can say a lot of the times very, very wrong. So you talk to the average person, He doesn't believe that all these things are very key to them becoming successful. He believes that, the success is in the hands of God. And when in God's own time, your time will come. These are the things that they have taught us. These are the things that they have preached to us. And that's why most people don't know what to do to become successful in anything that they set out to do. Whether it's financial, whether it's business, whether it's career, whether it's family, they don't know. Because they've been taught over the last 50 years, over the last 30 years, everything about, success is outside them. It's outside them. It's beyond their control. If you fast enough, if you pray enough, if you give enough money, if somebody pours oil on you, if somebody, speaks some prophecy on you, if you go to the malam, if you go to the fetish priest, if you have a political connection, if the chief knows you, if the big man gives you his card, those are the things that people have been taught. And therefore, if you're not in those kind of categories, it means that you have no chance. And that's why most people give up, because they don't have access to these things. They probably don't even believe them. I say that if you want to become successful, it's within you. It's a lot of the things that you need to become successful, you have them already. It's just the discipline. You have them. You came with them, actually. When we were coming to this world, you came with them. We came with that strength. We came with that intelligence. We came with that heart, that passion, that gift, that talent. You came with them. The only reason is that you've been taught that those things are not the reasons for success. And so you are looking for everybody to teach you how to succeed. You are looking for somebody else to just trash it upon you. You are looking for somebody else to put some, supernatural power on you. And that's why you have seen that your life, you are not happy with where you are. You feel frustrated because you think that to become successful, it's not within you. My name is Obian Darko. Subscribe to this channel. Share the